Hello, and welcome back to another episode of my Snowrunner hard mode playthrough. If you did miss the previous episode, I will have a link at the end of this video, as well as a link to the full playlist so you can get started from the very beginning or pick up where you last left off. However, for this episode, we are going to be carrying on with doing the tasks. We're going to be doing the main delivery task. We're going to leave login for a little bit because we don't have all the trucks, so we don't have all the specific equipment ready to go off the bat. So we're going to be hopefully trying to get as many of these contracts finished as possible. We still have the pipeline that we need to repair. We've done the metal beam, service spare parts, wooden planks. We only need the medium pipes, which is 2-slot cargo, and the oversized cargo, which I believe is a 4-slot cargo. But we are going to be starting off with the drilling site equipment, drilling stuff delivery, which was drilling equipment, which is a 4-slot cargo, which we are currently packed with on the port. And then we also have this Order Master Supreme, which is oversized cargo. And that is a lot of different stuff that we can get into later, but the only thing we can do right now is the oversized cargo to the warehouse and the factory in Mountain River. We then have this cargo apocalypse, which we started in the last episode. We only need 3 more large pipes and that will be completed. I'm not sure how much we're going to get done of this Order Master Supreme, but there's at least 3 that we can get done straight off the bat. So with that being said, I hope you're ready. I'm ready. Let's go trucking. So there's not actually too much more that we can get done in Alaska with the Kenworth W990. So we brought the BM over to start doing these deliveries because most of them are going to be basically just follow the main roads. Because we have ice or chain tires on this BM, I think it's going to be able to cope the best. Was considering having the Derry do a couple of orders, however it doesn't get the loading crane, which means we would have to auto load. So I think the Royal is going to be the best bet. We are going to go through here. So I don't want to go all the way around. We're going to go through here and we're going to go to the drilling site from this side of the map. Of course, we do know that this is not the best trailer. I was looking at buying a new trailer, but it just seems a little bit stupid to buy a new trailer when we only have like 5 contracts remaining, and 2 of them of course are logging. But as you can see here, the trailer is getting stuck already. See if we can get a good winch point going. Really? Oh, there is a fallen tree there. We can maybe use that. There we go. That is much better. Just so we can attach to that pole. So yeah, I thought we'll start off with the easiest before we go into some of these massive contracts. It's quite a tight bend there. Don't know if we're taking a bit too much off that corner. No, we seem to be good. Just about scraping past. Of course, the only downside with this Royal is that it does not have diff lock. So if we do end up getting stuck in the snow, it's going to be a bit of a hard time getting out. We have to just make sure we stay close to any winch points. If we try it, no, let's do in first gear. It's not going to be easy to get it up into high gear. I've noticed though that this Royal does actually have a really good high gear. Seems to get a lot of traction and really does pull quite well. But we do of course need to build up the speed before we can actually get it to high gear. We do have low, high. We could probably, might be better, be able to carry a little bit more speed without changing gears all the time. So yeah, this is the first of many in this episode, the 4-slot cargo. There is quite a lot of 4-slot cargoes that we need to deliver. There we go, managed to get it into high just about. So I do believe it is the next turning coming up. It's going to take us to the drilling site. We'll check the little signpost. If it doesn't say drilling site, then I will probably have to check. Okay, let's check real quick. So we could go down there, or we could just wait and go down the next road, which I think we'll do because that looks a lot wider and looks like a better road. So let's make our way over there. Do not fancy taking this great big cargo down that little tiny road down there. This one does look much better, much wider, but I think it is going to be quite wet. So that is the only downside. Should be able to make it through though. Stick to the edge, make sure we have lots of winch points. It suddenly just got really, really dark all of a sudden. So another huge downside of this trailer is the fact that it doesn't have any sides. So if it does tip to the point where the straps come loose, it will just slide off. We can't cheese it. Can't just make it stay in the bed. But we'll have to look out for that. Right, let's see if we can actually get a good decent winch point going. Maybe a little bit further back. No, a little bit further back. Yeah. A little bit further back and pull onto that tree. So this is where we're going to be missing out on that diff lock. In this wet, sticky stuff. Can't really go any further up to the side because it will just tip the whole trailer. And then we will lose the cargo, and we don't want to be doing that. Okay, we're kind of out now. That was a bit of a nightmare. Took a very, very long time. But now we just need to go through that snow, I think. You know, it's funny, when I was in Michigan, I was complaining saying that I wouldn't mind seeing some snow in Snowrunner. And now that I'm actually here in Alaska, I'm getting quite bored of the snow. I want to see something else. I wouldn't mind going back to the actual normal muds. It's funny how these kind of things work out. Very slow up this hill. I would love to be able to get a diff lock in this truck. It wouldn't actually be a bad truck if we could get that diff lock. Did we go the right way? Yeah, we did. Yes, we absolutely went the right way. How are we doing for damage? Because the suspension is showing red when I go to the map. It's not broken. Still got about 40% maybe. We'll also need to keep an eye on the fuel, of course. We don't have any refueling on this truck. So we do have to make sure that we go into a fuel trailer. But luckily there is one at the drilling site, which is where we are heading. I might go the opposite way out of the drilling site. Just to see if it's a little bit quicker. Now I don't actually need to pick anything up at the drilling site. I don't think. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Maybe this delivery is going to unlock a new cargo. But at the minute, all we can do at the drilling site is oil and fuel, I think. Which we don't really need anymore. Don't have any deliveries for oil or fuel. At least not right now. There is of course that locked Cargo Apocalypse Part 2 order that we need to unlock at some point. Come on, push through the water. Yeah, it's not a bad truck. It can be a little bit slow and tiresome sometimes, but certainly not a bad truck. I've had worse, let's put it that way. I think it's probably on par with the Kenworth. I don't think it's that much better than the Kenworth, and I don't think it's worse than the Kenworth. No, we don't want to change truck. We want to attach the winch from there over to that tree. I think the trailer is a bit stuck. It is indeed, so maybe if we touch a bit further back on the trailer. There we go. Just needed a little bit of help to get that trailer up the hill. So if I remember correctly, we just need to go straight here, even though it's not turning. Front wheels are having a hard time touching the floor. But anyway, we have made it to the drilling site. Just need to get up this hill, around the corner, and we can unload. Beautiful stuff. There is the unloading zone. And we have fuel right there. Perfect. We'll get fueled on the way out. No point getting fuel on the way in because we will be using it when we're turning around. Floor's kind of freaking out a little bit there. Right, first delivery done. New drilling site is built. Does that unlock anything? No. All we can get is oil barrels. Okay, well we're gonna have to head on over, I think, back to the port, if I'm not mistaken. I will double check before we actually head on out. But firstly, let's refuel. Yes, fill her up. This one is about half full, so let's stop the engine. Right, what is the next objective? We've got this Order Master Supreme, which is oversized cargo. Large pipes. Morrison mining is completely done. Valley pipeline building, we're not going to get done because I think we can get all of this in White Valley. We just go over and check real quick. So yeah, we can get the large pipe or the oversized cargo. We can get at the airdrome, and then the medium pipes we can get down the warehouse. So we're not going to do that one. We can wait before we move to White Valley. Order Master Supreme, Cargo Apocalypse. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. We're going to be going backwards and forwards anyway. But which would be the better way to go? I'm thinking back to the port, and then it's basically main road all the way up to Mountain River. So yeah, let's do this Order Master Supreme. So we're heading over back to the ports. Pick up an oversized cargo, which I believe is going to be 4 slots, so we're going to have to do one at a time. There's going to be a lot of backwards and forwards with this one. You also need to pick up 3 large pipes, which I also think we're going to be getting from the port. It just seems like the easiest location to get to. So I changed my mind again. We're actually going to get the other task done. The, what is it? Cargo Apocalypse. Yeah, we'll start tracking that. We're going to start doing this task instead, or this contract. I also think we are going to have to try and start double stacking, because otherwise this is going to take forever. So we need these 3, like just for right now, the actual contracts we have unlocked. We have 3 of these large pipes, and then we also have 2 of the oversized cargo, which is also 4 slot cargos. So if we don't start double stacking, we are going to be going backwards and forwards to Mountain River for at least 5 times. So if we can knock that down, then I will certainly take it. Interestingly, I actually had a job not too long ago where I had to unload these from a trailer. Surprisingly difficult. Anyway, as long as we keep an eye on it, just readjust it if it starts coming loose or starts moving from the top there. Yeah, they're really also very difficult to stack, because you have those, you do have the wooden barriers around them, I guess they're called, and you have to really like adjust your trucks so that they fit perfectly, and if they've been adjusted on one but not the other, then it's a nightmare to try and stack these. Yeah, little interesting fact about me. But I am curious as to what sort of people are playing Snowrunner, what sort of people are watching Snowrunner on YouTube. I would like you to comment down below, what is your current job, or have you been involved in delivery? Like, I've not really been involved in delivery. I've always been interested in trucks, but not that much. It's not like a lifelong dream of mine to drive a truck. But I would be interested to hear what sort of community is out there on Snowrunner. We are fueled up, so we don't need to worry about refueling there. It's slightly over the edge, getting a little bit wobbly. Coming up to our first little bit of off-road in here. Nothing that the BM cannot handle though. Luckily these pipelines are so big that we don't need to worry about hitting them. I might need to adjust the top one as we go into Mountain River. I don't think it's going to hold for very long. But they're not that heavy. Like these plastic pipes, they shouldn't be that heavy at least. They're not in the real world. And to be honest, the BM seems to be handling the weight really well. So I don't think they're going to be that heavy in the game. Yeah, it's really wobbly now. Just hanging on to life right on the edge. So I can never remember if it is the first tunnel or the second tunnel. I guess we'll find out pretty soon. We are tracking it. Yes, we are. Perfect. I think we need to adjust it now, don't we? Before it falls off. We just spin it on the spot here. Kind of. Doesn't need to be perfect, just needs to hold for a little bit longer. Restore the crane and away we go again. Yeah, so now as you can see, the wooden frames are not over each other, so it's just going to be sliding around all over the place. That is the worst case scenario there. Okay, so I guess it's not the first one. That's okay, we'll just make our way over to the other one. So of course the tricky part of this actual journey is going to be trying to get up to that warehouse in Mountain River. Of course we did leave the Kenworth over there, so we can use that if we need to, if we're struggling. I don't think we're going to be having double stacked cargo when we're trying to go up to the warehouse. I think that's going to be a little bit too much to handle. But we'll see when we get there. Maybe it will go absolutely fine. I'm probably going to have to be... Oh, that was a big rock. That was a massive rock. Just cutting that corner a little bit too much. But no problem. We should be able to lift this one back onto the beds. There we go. Get it up there. A little bit far away, but it should work. Spin it around. Get it nice and level. Is that level? Difficult to tell. Alright, let's get it spun around again. Put it off there, and we should be able to push it the rest of the way. Hopefully. That's the theory at least. Okay, that looks pretty good. Doesn't look great, but should be good enough. But anyway, let's head on over to Mountain River. Okay, so let's work out which way we're actually going to go. Okay, so we're not going to go down the bridge like we did last time. It does mean we're going to have to come across the river, which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. Going to make the roads a little bit more bumpy. But hey, at least... Okay, that is a little bit too early, for my opinion. But at least we brought it close enough now that we don't need to make a whole separate journey. You know what? I'm actually just going to leave it attached. Activate the anchor. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it attached. Maybe we can just drag it. It's going to make it a little bit top heavy though. Did not think about that. Oh god. This is not how you deliver. Ultra realism right here, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we need to get across the river straight away. So I guess up here. Or down here. Well, that did not work, did it? Can we get up there? Yes, we can. Beautiful stuff. Do not attempt this at home. This is not how you're supposed to deliver to a customer. But we are doing it anyway. God, don't get stuck on a tree. Okay, that kind of works. Extra wide load coming through. Luckily it's quite wide up here. Don't have too many trees to worry about. I think the Kenworth might actually be in the way. We might have to move that. Yeah, let's move the Kenworth real quick. So stop the engine and change truck. So we can pick up medium pipes from here. What do we need for the pipeline? Medium pipes. Okay, we might as well pick up pipelines or might as well pick up medium pipes while we're here. Although we are kind of on the loading platform. So medium pipes on the loading platform. Get the crane going. Load these up real quick. Get them out of the way. Taking a long time to turn around. Alright, get that loaded and packed away. We'll get the Kenworth out of the way as well. Get that out of the way as well and change over to the Royal. I guess we'll get these delivered one at a time. So there is one large pipe. Go back, collect the other one. Impossible to pack cargo. It rolled off, that's why. Just get it to sit on the bed, please. Thank you. Alright, now we should be able to pack it. Perfect. Restore the crane. And 2 large pipes out of the 3 are complete. Perfect. Just need 1 more. And of course a lot of oversized cargo. So we're going to take a little bit of a convoy out of here. Going to use the Kenworth to try and pull the BM. Only because we don't have any good wind points on the actual BM itself. Nope, we want to attach winch to there. Perfect. Probably should have left the trailer out here actually, because I think we're going to need to come back here for some cement. I think the later stages of the Mother Orsa Supreme, I think we're going to have to come over and get some cement. So how are we going to get over here though? That's the next problem. Okay, we've made up with the Kenworth at least. And we just have to worry about getting the Royal BM up here. Seems to be coping pretty good back there though. Come on, get up that hill. There we go. BM is up. Perfect. So we need to go to White Valley with the Kenworth. But we'll do that later. We'll just go back to the port. Pick up as much stuff as we can. Or maybe we should just go straight to White Valley right now. Let me just double check what we need. Because we can pick up the oversized cargo from the airdrome in White Valley. Come on, what is stuck? Royal looks fine. I think it's actually the Kenworth that's stuck. Okay, we're up. Good job. Now, I think we'll go back to the port first. Get this delivery done later. Back it up on the bridge so we're ready to go. Again, probably shouldn't be taking the trailer with us, but we don't actually know when we're going to need it again, so I don't know where to put it. Turn off the engine and change over to the Royal. Alright, let's go back to the port, pick up maybe 1 more large pipe and an oversized cargo. I think that is the plan. So at the port once again, so I decided to go with the oversized cargo on the bottom and have the pipe on the top, in the hopes of making it a little bit more stable. We'll have to wait and see how that goes, but it does mean we're gonna have to do the oversized cargo delivery first. Actually, before we get on the road, let's just start tracking that real quick. So what was it? It wasn't that one. That is what we're doing afterwards. Oversized cargo ×1 to the warehouse and the factory. Let's start tracking that. Those 2 are logging. That one's locked. What else did we need? We needed the pipeline, of course we did. The oversized cargo. We could get that one done. We could drive over with... No, we won't do that. We'll get these delivered maybe to the factory or the warehouse. It's not the same warehouse, it is a different warehouse. It's the one a bit further around the hill. But yeah, we'll get these two delivered. We'll probably end up dropping the pipe off at the road we took last time. We'll see when we get there. But yeah, I just thought it would be a little bit more secure, a little bit more stable with the big heavy one at the bottom. Also because it's a bit more square, so there's a bit better of a base to build on. But I have no idea how long this video is going to actually be, because there's going to be a lot to cut out since it is just backwards or back and forth driving. So I have no idea how long I've been recording. Well, I know how long I've been recording for, but I don't know how long the video is actually going to end up being. We'll get as much done as we can before I think it's time to end the episodes. Oh no, don't do that. That was a big mistake. Don't want to go over the barrier. Also kind of moved the pipe a little bit. Going to readjust that. Bonk it back on there. Just the crane and away we go. So where do we actually need to get these delivered to? So there is the factory and the warehouse right over there. What can we pick up at the factory? Try and get as much done. Metal beams. We don't really need any metal beams. And concrete slabs, cement, small pipes and medium pipes, which I think we're going to need later on, but we don't really need them now. I think we'll come down and get the factory one done, then we can just drive along and up to the warehouse from that side. That seems like the most logical thing to do. However, we don't need to drop off the pipe anywhere, we can just take it along with us. Should be good enough. We are pretty much on roads the entire journey, so don't need to worry about that. Do of course have that massive hole in the road that we need to watch out for. We almost drove into it in one of the previous episodes. Carrying a little bit too much speed. Did of course get rid of the barriers as well. And one thing led to another and we almost slid straight into that massive hole right there. So I have learnt my lesson. We're not going to be getting rid of those barriers anytime soon. I still think that should be repairable though. Deliver a couple bags of cement and that should be out of the way. Nice wide line coming down this hill. Take it nice and slow. Don't want to lose the pipe right now. That would be very disheartening. Very, I don't even know the words. Very wobbly up there. We are going to get rid of these barriers though, because these are just in the way. Come on, just hold on for a little bit longer, pipe. We just need to get it over to the factory. Probably going to be taking out that trailer, yeah. Come on, almost there. Oversized cargo number 1. Done. And it's fell quite nicely onto the trailer, so we can just pack it straight away. Beautiful. Love to see that. How are we doing for fuel? We're doing okay, but I'm thinking we might as well empty this trailer. It is pretty much empty anyway, so we'll just take the 51 litres, might as well. And then we go down onto this road down here. Of course, I did come this way recently with the Land Rover. was definitely not the easiest to get through this. As you can see, even the Royal BM getting stuck already. What are we even stuck on? I have absolutely no idea. Alright, how about we attach... No, I think we need to attach the trailer. I don't think we have any good winch points ahead of us. There we go. I should at least get it close enough to one of these trees up here. Beautiful stuff. We just crawl our way through this. This is really, really horrible muds. Of course, doesn't make it any better with this trailer on as well. This horrible gooseneck trailer. Oh, we're not even in all drive. There we go. That might help. I forgot that we didn't turn all-wheel drive on because we were just saving a bit of fuel. But yeah, now we are through. Absolutely no problem once we turn the all-wheel drive on. That just goes to show what the Kenworth is actually missing out on. Like, yeah, we were stuck, but that is only because we didn't have the all-wheel drive. And as soon as we turned it on, voila! Good as new. Okay, so which way is up towards the warehouse? Can't really tell, but I think there's like a road that goes down here and then up here. I think. If my brain is not deceiving me. Yeah, it does. It's not the best road in the world, but it is a road nevertheless. And this will complete this contract, or not this contract, but the contract that we're going to be completing. I can't even remember what it's called. Cargo Apocalypse or something. Something like that. Come on. Struggle your way up the hill. Okay, I think we're up. It does seem to be the case. Wheels are still moving, which is a good sign. Okay, let's get this large pipe finally delivered. No, we want to... Oh, we want to start tracking it firstly, of course. As always, Cargo Apocalypse, start tracking, and this should be the final delivery. Just need to go over to the right page, and there we go. 23,000. That is beautiful. Love to see that. That does unlock part 2, of course, which is 8 bricks and 4 concrete slabs. Jesus. Okay, well, we're not going to be doing that right now. We do need 1 oversized cargo to the warehouse. And I do believe we also need a oversized cargo for the pipeline. So, we're going to head on back once again to the port. Pick up 2 more oversized cargoes. Deliver 1 to the warehouse on Mountain River, and then we'll go to White Valley. Deliver the other one to the pipeline. And then that will be 3 contracts completed. And that is what I wanted to get done for this episode. So we'll probably call it there. So, back at the port for possibly our final time, at least for a little while. We have our 2 oversized cargoes loaded and ready to go. So I did put the top one, I don't know if you can see that there. I did put the top one on its side. So I'm hoping that will make it a little bit more stable. We'll have to wait and see on that one. So, yeah, in case you didn't know, containers are not entirely square. They are more high than they are wide. I figured putting it down might give it a little bit more of a surface area to lay on. I don't know. It's worth a try, right? Of course, in real life this wouldn't work because the container would just collapse on itself. But it is a game, so we can try these different sort of stuff out. But we'll probably leave one of them over by the Kenworth on the bridge. Go deliver the other one to the warehouse. Come back, load up once again, and then we'll take over the Kenworth and the Royal BM. Take them both over to the pipeline in White Valley. So the good news is they didn't actually fall off on the entire journey, and the bad news is that there is actually no bad news, so everything is all good. I'll just have to try and figure out a way to get this off the truck. You know what, that is going to be absolutely fine. Don't need to worry about that. Right, let's head on over to the warehouse, get this oversized cargo delivered, and then we shall be heading over to the White Valley pipeline. It will be good to finally get that pipeline repaired. It's going to be the final pipeline. Taken quite a while, but we got there in the end. I don't think there's too much left in Alaska, if I'm honest. We just have a couple more contracts. And of course we do have the login, which is going to take a little bit of a while, but in terms of actual episodes, I don't think we're going to have an entire episode on the login. I think that would be... I don't think it's going to take too long, basically, what I'm trying to say, in the episode to do login. So we'll only show the first journey of each log, and then after that, might as well do the rest off camera. So we need to head down here to the warehouse. Been quite a while since I've been to this particular warehouse. Just have to make sure we go nice and steady down here. Don't want to be getting too much damage. We are pretty damaged already. What I could have possibly done is put the oversized cargo on the little sideboard trailer that we had on the Kenworth. No, that wouldn't work anyway. We're on the wrong road for that. What I was thinking is that we could have put that on there and drive that over to the gateway, and we could have just met it at the gateway. But we're on the wrong road for that anyway. We're going to have to go back to the main road, so that wouldn't have worked. That was just me thinking out loud. Anyway, we delivered the oversized cargo. So now we have a lot of concrete slabs and cement to a lot of different stuff in Pedro Bay, actually. So that's interesting. We'll have to check that once we have finished the pipeline. We've actually collected a little twig. Not sure where it came from. We just saw it spinning through the air, but you can see it there on the trailer. Hope that's not going to interfere with the oversized cargo. We all know the Snowrunner can sometimes, even though it has one of the best physics engine out there, we do know that sometimes physics just says no. Alright, let's get this final oversized cargo loaded up, packed down, and let's hope that the twig does not affect any sort of physics. Come on, slide it along the ice. There we go. Just need to lift it up a little bit so that we can actually put it onto the bed. And we should be able to just push it when we need it. That did not work. Come on, lift it onto the bed. There. That should work. Pack the cargo and we are ready to go. We just need to restore the crane. Beautiful. Before we go, I did want to just check real quick. So we are at 91%, 140, almost 141,000. So that is beautiful stuff. But now we're heading over to the pipeline. So I don't actually know the best place to drop off the trailer. Guess we could just drop it off at the factory. We're gonna have to take the trucks in separately. We're not gonna be able to drive. Oh, maybe we could. Maybe we could. We'll give it a go. But this is what I mean. Look, they just don't have the turning circle when they're both joined. Anyway, we'll drop these off, or we'll drop this off at the factory. Then we'll head on back. Oh, we might as well get it while we're here. Trailer's a bit stuck. Yeah, you don't really have very good co-drivers when they are in a little convoy like that. They're not the smartest in the world. No, we want to attach to the truck, please. Attach to the truck, if you would be so kind. Need to wheel that truck in quickly. There we go, that should be good enough. Should be able to make these corners now. So we will leave the Royal. We'll leave it there. We'll go pack up this trailer at the ironic trailer store. Like I said in the previous episode, I really wish you could sell trailers. Because I don't really want to buy a trailer for like one contract and then it's just a waste of money. But anyway, we are here. We've got the job done. Wasn't really ideal, but it did get the job done anyway. So let's get onto this dirt road for the start. Really don't want to roll any trucks down here. So change truck over to the Royal. Put our all-wheel drive on. And we'll get it parked up behind the Kenworth. See if the Kenworth can pull both of the trucks. Change over to the Kenworth. And let's go. It's not too far along this little path. You just see the pipeline over there. Yeah, it would be nice to get this pipeline done. That is the final thing we need to do to get the green ticks, I believe, so that we do actually have regional 100%. That looks like it might tip. No, we're good. Didn't look like the Royal was going to make the bridge there. But anyway, let's drop off the Royal right about there. Get these pipes delivered. Beautiful stuff. Change over. And we'll get this oversized cargo also delivered. Beautiful. And once we have these delivered, we should be able to go underneath and get it turned around as well. Beautiful stuff. Almost 150,000, which is absolutely amazing. Love to see that. But yeah, that is going to do it for this episode. Just have a quick look to see what we got left. We've got these concrete slab cement to Pedro Bay. And also to the factory oil rig service site. So we've got a couple stuff that we can get delivered to, well, we can't get it delivered now, but we do have a couple stuff to get delivered in White Valley. Apocalypse is 8 bricks and 4 concrete slabs to the warehouse. That is quite a lot of cargo, and I think that is pretty much it. We only have these 4 left to do, so I'm gonna guess maybe a long episode and we will get Alaska completely finished. But yeah, that is going to do it for this episode. Don't forget to like the video if you are enjoying the series, and of course get yourself subscribed so that you never miss a video. But yeah, I'm really happy with the progress in this episode. A little bit more of a calm episode, just driving back and forth. A lot of editing to do, a lot of cutting out to do. But yeah, I am looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to the next episode where we will hopefully finish Alaska and hopefully get ready to move to Russia. But that is going to do it for me. A massive thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.